Welcome. My name is Debbie and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. And I'm going to finish, or I'm going to show you the finished project of my Booklovers folio. So this is part 2. And I started this about a week ago and showed you the construction of the folio and some of the bits and pieces as I got started. And I have also filmed a bunch of the decorating part, and there is about 5.5 minutes of just fast forwarding through how I did things after I do the flip through. So if you're interested in seeing that, just hang on and I'll go through that. I'm just going to put music on in the background, so I'm not going to talk through that part. If you're not interested in that part, you can just stay for the flip through and skip to the end, however you want to do that. So I kind of used another folio that I had made a couple of years ago as a template, but it ended up being very, very different from the original. This was my original, and of course it's different colorways and that kind of thing, but just the way that I decorated it and stuff is totally different. I put 2 little signatures in here, and I was planning to do that in this one, but it got so big that I decided that wasn't going to work. But this one is very, very flat. It's interesting how our styles change in a couple of years. But so this is the one that I made for, and again, this is a design team project for Create with Scrimping Mummy, and I used several of her kits for this. I used mainly the Booklovers Emporium kit, but then several other kits. The figures that you see are all from a freebie that she had on her Facebook group, and I believe on her coffee group as well. So anyways, let's just go through this. Here's the front cover, the back cover, and I just have it tied with a little piece of this is just a roll of, I'm not even sure what this is, kind of twill binding or something, and I just dyed it with some distress. So I'm just use that to tie it up right at the moment. So here on the front I have a cover, or I have a cover, yeah. I have a pocket, and I cut this, you'll see this in the video speed through if you want to watch that, but I cut her dress right at this point here so that it made a pocket, but it doesn't look, it looks seamless from this point. So if you wanted to put something in the pocket just at this side, you know, she still is there in her complete glory, but there is a pocket there at the front, and just various different elements. I turned this into a bit of a pocket, so I have a little ticket and a tag there, and in that little tuck, and then I have a little bit of lace and different things there. This is one of the file folders, and I just have a couple of figures there, a few of the tickets. This is just a little flip pocket that I made, and a couple little tickets in the back, and a little paper clip on the back. I didn't end up, I had something on there, but it ended up in another part of the book, I guess. So that just fits in like that. And then it opens up like a trifold, but we'll just start here. So this is a flip. This was the original part of the folio, and I added a flip here. And then I added a pocket flip on top of that. So just a few little elements there. This is a pocket, so I just put a little piece of ephemera in there. And then that opens like that. And this is just a pocket on the other side of the flip, and I have some tags that I made with just some different elements and a guest check. And then on our first page here, I just have a little tuck with an old camera and another one of those file folders that I decorated. I turned a few elements into a little tuck there and put a piece of the ephemera. I aged all of the ephemera that's in here. That's from Amanda's Essentials kits. And here's some tickets again. Here's the back, so that can just live in there. And then on this side, I have, I'm trying to remember everything I do have in here. So I have a couple of tags in the back here. I've got a belly band across there. So I've got a couple of tickets, and I made, or tags rather, and I made just a little, it's a double-sided little dangle with some of the elements. And those go right in the back, so you can see that coming through here because it goes all the way through on the back there. And then this is a pocket on the top that I just glued partly onto the belly band. So that can house things as well. So there I just have, this is just a paper clip that I made from one of the elements. And I showed how to do this too. It's just a kind of a faux envelope, but you just open it up for a bunch of writing space. So that just gets tucked into there, and I just have this on the side of that pocket like that. And then that opens like this. And this was a vertical pocket that I had put on with a couple of the figures. And I made a paper clip with some of the book elements, and this one was the mirror image, so I made a hidden paper clip there. So I just have that clipped up on the top there. And then just a couple little elements that you can tuck underneath the people or boys there, and then up into there. And then this was one of the elements in the Emporium kit, and I just put a couple of little pages in there. And I had some of Tim Holtz grunge paper from a long time ago, years ago, and I just, there were squares, and I cut them into triangles and inked them and just kind of gave a little bit of a design to that. So that can just be tucked in however there. I had a couple of these wooden images, and I just embossed them with black just to give another little dimension there. This was also just a little collage I made. There's a little piece of twine there, and there's a pocket up there. So there's that page. And then on this side, I have another pocket that I made here, and this pocket flips down like that. So in here I have a little tuck in the package and a little girl. And then this flips up. So I've decorated this with a couple of the labels and elements there. And then in this is kind of like a tuck and a pocket. I just kind of glued along the bottom here and along the side there and the side there. And this is just a guest check little piece of ephemera that I aged, that I tucked in there so you can see it come all the way through there. So it's just an open tuck. And then there's another tag in the pocket there. And just some of the books and labels and different things all over the kit there. And the back has kind of an interesting pocket. There's a pocket there, and there's a couple of tags inside of the pocket there. And then this flips up like this. So I have all of these items in a collage. Here's another one of those black embossed elements. So that goes up like that. Again, some decoration there. And then this flips down. So there's some writing space there and another little collage there. And then this also opens up. So there's two little pieces of Velcro holding all of this together. So that flips up, and then there's another little pocket here where I have another little piece of some aged ephemera tucked in there. So that just closes like that, and then that can flip open, and this holds that whole thing closed so that, you know, doesn't flop over. And then I glued it on those three sides, and there's a pocket in the back for a couple of tags. So there is the completed folio. So I hope you enjoyed that little flip through. And if you want to stay tuned, I will do just a quick speed through, about 5 minutes, of some of the decorating that I did. And again, like I said in the first video, if there's a specific thing that you want to show or that you would like me to show how to make, please comment and I will show you how to make it. If I would have done a tutorial on every little thing that I did in here, it would have been several hours long, so I can't really show the whole thing. It was just something that I picked up here and there and worked on here and there. It's fun to do this kind of project. What I did is I found a bunch of things that I wanted to use. I put them in a little box and cut things out and distressed things and, you know, layered things, and as I worked I just kind of threw them back in the box here and there. So I just, if I was working on it, I'd grab the box out, I'd dump it out on my desk, I'd play with it, I'd dump it back in the box and put it away. So that's a fun way to work. And then every time you pick it up, you know, you just play with the elements a little bit more and do a few more things and then pack it up and put it back in the box. And I work on other projects in between so that, you know, it's not taking up desk space the entire time. So that's a really neat way to do the work if you would like to do it that way. Anyways, I'll speed through a little bit of this, and please comment if you like this project. I would love to hear your comments, and if you would like to see something about how I make it, please comment about that too. And do go over to Amanda's coffee shop. I'll have that linked below, and check out her kits. She's got tons of freebies. Lots of the little bits and pieces I used here, like I said, the figures were all from freebies. She's got a tickets kit that has a label kit that has tons and tons of labels, and her stuff is very inexpensive. And the Booklovers Emporium, and then this was a kit called Eclectic that had just a bunch of different little elements. So I think that was from Eclectic. I think this was as well. And then lots of the labels. There's little flashcards, just tons of little bits and pieces. So do go over and check out her coffee shop and follow her on YouTube as well. She's got fantastic tutorials, and she's always coming up with something new and interesting. So thanks for watching. Blessings. We'll see you in the next video.